What's really wrong with Tinder in Japan? Japan is no exception for its matching apps, and it has quite a few that are foreign friendly and also that are Japanese friendly. Well, if you're walking through Shibuya Crossing, you'll notice a lot of advertisements for one of the biggest contenders of dating apps in Japan, Tinder. Tinder is worldwide known and has been one of the longest surviving matching apps for a lot of people. But it's also been one of the ones that has the most problems. Dating apps all have their usual problems of not being able to find somebody with the right kind of context that you want to match with, but also there's a problem with bots. Especially here in Japan, we have a lot of bots on Tinder. That's why most people that I know don't even touch it. Tinder actually did a pretty amazing advertisement for itself in Shibuya Crossing. They opened up their own convenience store. They modeled it after the typical convenience stores that you see all around Japan, and you can actually purchase a lot of items in there. One of the unique things about it though is if you actually have a Tinder account, you can get one free item per your visit. So because I wanted to get my free item, I re-downloaded Tinder and created my account. I wanted to explore the app a little bit more and see what's on there. And there were some new features that I was kind of impressed by. But overall, as I began looking through the people that are on there, it's still the same problems that I used to encounter a long while back whenever I used it myself. And it was a big reason why I stopped using Tinder in Japan. You'll see here a lot of people use a lot of filters to cover up their face, not only wearing masks or not only hiding their face, but they use a lot of filters that just distort their face completely. There may be a lot of good reasons why Japanese people want to do this, but it's a big turnoff for the app. You're not meeting real people. Along with that, the problem is that there's still a lot of bots there. One of the biggest problems that I saw this time around was after every 3 or 4 profiles, you would just get a profile that's a note written in Japanese, not even a face of a person, and it's just asking you to add them online, and it's advertising their adult service, whether that's a hand job, a blow job, or something else. It's usually a lot of times people just outright saying that they want adult interaction rather than any kind of match. And that made it seem really, really annoying because that's what the app felt like it was being used for. It was just adult work and drugs. So when you're moving over to Tinder, you're going to see a lot of these annoying bots, a lot of these annoying kind of adult workers or fake profiles, and they have a use of filters. One thing that I think that helped it though was how Tinder has kind of some new features to where you can join families or join kind of groups with people with the same interests. So the night out or just friends or serious dating, you can join different kind of categories that would help group you with people who are looking for the same thing. That did help a little bit shift the momentum of what was being seen on the profiles, but overall, you're still kind of getting the same thing. People who aren't really serious or aren't really looking for anything on there, and it seems more like a joke than anything else. If you're looking for a one-night stand or casual hookup or even a serious relationship, there's other dating apps that do that much better. But for some reason, Tinder is still the one that is the highest contender for advertising around the city. Honestly, Tinder has one of the lowest performance out of all my friends. A lot of people have met on Bumble, some people have met on Hinge, and Tinder is the reason why a lot of people get burnt out with matching apps in the first place. Because they get on there and make some matches and then it either goes nowhere or the person is just looking for a one-night stand but has convinced them that they're looking for a relationship. It gets really, really annoying, and Tinder seems to be the one that promotes that the most. That's why I see a lot of people move over to Bumble, or even from Bumble would move over to Hinge, because here in Japan at least, these two apps are a little more stable and still new and picking up momentum for a lot of people to make matches. Tinder, despite a lot of their advertising and their cool convenience store pop-up that they did, still has kind of the marketing that says that they're just a hookup app rather than an actual matching app. I don't know if they intend to change this or not, but it's a big problem that I still see here. Japan has just announced that they're going to be opening up their borders to all travelers coming soon. This means a lot more people are going to be coming in, and if you're interested in using dating apps, matching apps while you're here, Tinder is going to be one of the ones that you might want to try out. But I warn you right now, the first thing that you're going to see there is a lot of heavy filters, people who are not being real or showing their face, and a lot of bots that are advertising either adult work or some kind of drug use. If you want to meet Japanese people and you speak Japanese, I would recommend getting one of the Japanese apps like Pairs or TAPPLE. If you're here looking for other foreigners or maybe like foreigner-friendly Japanese people, Bumble and Hinge are probably going to be the better way to go here.